Alright, this is going to be a video about the Mutant, how to switch over cocking lever to the left side. Alright, let's go. First thing you do is remove these two screws. It's about a 3mm cap screw. Alright, when the screws are removed, kindly gradually move it side to side while you're prying it up. Well, before you do that, you have to cock the lever till it stops. I mean, you don't want to go further because you'll cock the hammer spring. So it's barely stopped like that. So the probe will clear the end of the barrel because it was in there and you can't pull it straight up. It has to be straight up because there's a guide pin in there, aligns the top portion. Alright, when you almost got it up, you see a crack here, you know it's coming up. Hold on to this lever, push it down, and hold the rest of the body up. And it comes out like that. Alright. Now, you have to lift this straight up. Be careful because there's a little ball bearing in there and spring loaded. There you go. And here's a little bearing. We'll put this down for now. On this guide pin here has to be transferred to this side. So you gotta transfer the spring and a ball bearing to this side. Alright. Ball bearing. We'll get the spring out. Spring. Move it over. To keep this ball bearing kind of in place, you have to use a little bit of silicone grease. So it'll stay there because you don't want this baby rolling away. Then if you can't find it, then it delays everything. Right, there's ball bearing. That is the pin for the lever. Now you transfer it. Okay. Next thing you gotta do is right here. This lever was in this position, right side, right? And I got transferred. You gotta flip this lever on that side. But this other linkage here has to be in this position because this arm is above this bushing. So this way it's cut. This long part has to be towards the bottom. So when you rotate it, it doesn't do that. That means this lever will not go down there. Not enough clearance. So it has to be in this position. So when you rotate it, you have to rotate this back to original position. The way to do that, you have to punch out this pin here. On this pin, it's machined flat. On this side, it's kind of a round oval or half moon shape, rounded. So you just punch it out towards the machine end, the flat side. Alright, I'll do that right now. Alright, just punched it out. So when you shift the lever, it goes like that, then it goes back in like this. And be careful the way I'm holding it, because there's two brass bushing here. It just floats on this pin. So you don't want to lose those parts or drop it. Then, when you got it shifted, you gotta flip it over. And you gotta insert the pin back. The smooth side, round side, goes in first, so it will go align itself. Alright, let me punch that. Here we gotta hold the bushings, hold the pin. Alright, pins in. Now you just got to tap it till it's flush on this side. There you go. Now it's flush, but it's a little too high. Because if it's a little too high, it'll hit the opening of the action. So when it slides in or out. So you got to tap it flush. That's good. Now it's on the left hand side. Do now is, if you remove some of the grease, well, a little bit of silicone, not much. Alright. Now we'll put it in. This pin to this hole. And there. Press it down. So be careful, the ball bearing is still partially aligned, so when you push it down it resists the spring and it keeps it flush. So when you put the other piece in, it'll keep it down in a line. Alright. Next one is, you could, the quickest way, because this pin has to align to the bolt. There's a hole for that pin to go on the bolt, slide in and out, has to have it cocks it. So the quickest way to do this, and without fishing for this to mate together, you cock this lever to a stop and keep it there gently. And this hole, you don't want it to bottom all the way out to the side. Just kind of, the way I did it was on a P, aligned with a P, with Taipan. Well, keep that center as possible, because when you flip it over, you want it to mate up. While you're mating with that, this guide pin has to mate up with this hole for it. Alright. And what we do is keep this down, so keep the ball bearing in place. There. It's flush. You gotta test the lever. Goes in and out smoothly. Then you put your screw back on while holding the top portion down, because this one want to come up because the ball bearing has a spring on it. There, you don't have to really tighten this, just, you know, not too much torquing it down, but anyway. That's it. Cock it all the way. Pull trigger. Alright. Alright. So on the left hand side. Alright, it's pretty easy, because I did it several times. Alright. But with this video I help out and help you transfer it to the left side. Alright, so in this video.